Rest, which is funny, that's the first thing, because we talked about if you're immobile, and then you get up and move, that's what makes you hurt. But if you're the type of person that's overactive, you really do need to rest your joints so that
they can repair.
Right. Exercise, which we'll come back to in a minute. Balanced diet, which we just talked about. So you're gonna, if you can make some improved choices on diet, you'll get 2 benefits there. And then protecting your joints from further damage. So let's talk about some other treatments. Heat and cold. I don't know if you've ever done this, but some people, when they get up, if they're stiff, they just go right to the shower. Take a warm shower, and it kind of rejuvenates, it loosens them up. So heat sometimes is effective. If you can't get in the shower, just a warm cloth warmed up in the microwave, or a warm cloth from water on that joint or around your hand might help.
Yeah.
Cold also. Some people prefer cold to reduce inflammation and help it feel better. But if you do heat or cold, you only want to do like 15 minutes at a time. Then take it off, and if you want to put it back on for another 15 minutes, you can do that. Sometimes a great way to get a cold pack is to grab a bag of frozen peas right out of the freezer. Put that, wherever you're aching for a few minutes, and then you can put it back in the freezer and use it again.
Yeah.
Now, medications. They do have medications that you can use, of course, for pain. You can use over-the-counter medicines like Tylenol or ibuprofen. But I really advise with any medication to check with your doctor. I know you're a pretty healthy person. You don't have any other illnesses going on. But some people, if they had like a liver dysfunction, they would want to avoid anything that had acetaminophen in it or Tylenol. Or if you had a GI bleed, you wouldn't want anything with ibuprofen because that would make that worse. So you probably know what works well for you for pain, and either one of those would help pain with your hands or your shoulders or stiffness. They have other medications like a Bengay type thing or Icy Hot, those creams that they kind of have the same ingredient that is in chili peppers that kind of makes your skin feel hot. And that blocks neurotransmitters, and that actually will decrease pain. So those can be very helpful, and they're easy to use over the counter. They have supplements that are sold for joints to kind of make them softer and move more smoothly. They're available, but again, I would check with your doctor to make sure that they're good for your regimen, your normal regimen. And then, of course, in worst case scenario, if somebody can't move because, their hip is too arthritic or their knee is too arthritic, the only way to really, really cure it is to have surgery and replace that joint. So to avoid that, we want to do all these other things first to keep ourselves healthy. Okay, this is the big deal. Physical activity. This is the best way to control those aches and pains in your joints. For 2 reasons. One, because it loosens them up, and the other one is it helps you become more flexible. So I've got a couple things listed here. I know you don't have your glasses on. I'm just going to read a couple of them, and I'm going to show you some easy ways to do some exercise at home. Now, we also brought information for the senior center. You had talked about wanting to go there.
To maybe actually get some.
Yeah.
Because I'm concerned about me, and I decided, I'm really ashamed of myself, so I don't want to. I just stay home because I don't want to go.
You don't want to go out? Would you be interested in an exercise class in the senior center?
Well, yes, it'd be worth a try.
I think of everything we've talked about today, I think that would be the number one thing that would be the most beneficial. Really, I really do. But even if you do that, and let's say you go to an exercise class once a week at the senior center, you really need more exercise than that to stay flexible and get the benefits as far as your diet and arthritis. So that's why I printed out some things you can do at home. And I remember you had said you'd had a couple of slips. So I just brought stuff you can do from a chair.
Yeah.
You can do it in front of the TV while you're watching a show. You can do it with the window open and enjoy the sun or whatever. So, this is what we're going to do.
Come on. Come on, Candy. You see, you're so gross.
She's like, look at me, I'm right here.
She's got a beautiful face.
She does. And beautiful fur.
And it's like I say, here, and she weighs a ton. Everybody's heavy but me. They must suck it all away from me.
No.
Now, Rose, why will exercise help you gain weight?
Well, it'll give me some muscle.
Yes, muscle, good.
I'll look heavier, and it'll also boost up your appetite.
Right. You'll look heavier because you'll be heavier. Muscle weighs more.
Yeah, I
So-
think that's my whole problem.
Or does it
is
weigh
I've
less?
lost,
No,
lost
it's almost
muscle.
more than that.
Yeah, so it'll be a good thing. All right, I'm not gonna insult you by thinking you haven't seen this kind of a thing before, but you know how you could use just water bottles or soda
Yeah,
cans or
okay.
whatever to do your exercises in your chair. And you could do all kinds. You could go out from the sides here.
See, that hurts.
Okay, so what would you do? I mean, I don't want you to do anything that hurts right off. Here, I'm gonna give these to you. And I'll take the cans. Actually, you know what? Because you said your hands hurt, this is what we're gonna do. This is why I brought this. Put one in here. This is much easier to hold
Yeah.
than a bottle that's thick and wide when your hand's sore. So you can do yours from the chair in this fashion. You'll have the same weight, but you won't have to worry about that grip. Okay, so one on each side. So let's just do right in front of you, bringing them up right in front, up, just right up to your, and down. So what you would do is just 10 in a row, and then you would rest them. So 3, that's 3. We'll just do 5 for now, okay? 4, 5, good. Okay, now bring them out to the side, but just a little ways, because you said this way kind of hurts you. So just go about this far, and then back in, all the way down. Bring your hands down, and then up. Good, down. Bring your hands straight up. Keep your elbows straight. There you go. So to the side, and then down. Good, to the side, and then down. 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Okay, good. So that's the kind of thing you would do. And then you can increase it as you become more flexible.